Hello, everybody. I'm Little Wolf, starting to record my thoughts as they're happening in the now. so, so, um, I just had a very strangely amazing, interesting interaction yeah. So I got lured out of my van by some really interesting people my age that wanted a lighter, so they invited me to go hang out by the beach. So I did, and it was a very high conscious, very interesting group of people that I, had a lot of fun hanging out with. I felt really good about the interaction. And in the distance, see this red-haired kid looking at me, or I should say, I was noticing him, and we were just having this like long distance energy battle. So at some point, I should tell you, he has Down syndrome. So at some point, the people in the group, one of them, whom reminds me of some friends of mine, it was an interesting interaction actually, and this person said, "Oh, that guy's weird." so, so almost immediately, I thought, oh, "I'm weird. I'm gonna go see what that kid's up to," because I could tell from afar that he was really in distress, and I really connected with him. I just walked up to him and like we waved at one point while I was sitting down. So like that's pretty obvious yell for attention and connection, and I just made that video about mental health, about mental wellness, and if I'm noticing these things, I need to start living these truths, meaning whenever it comes around, I need to step up and I need to go help people. Because it was a very powerful interaction. I learned a lot about controlling the way I speak, the flow of language that I use, how to inquire about someone's needs in a caring, loving way so that they're constantly choosing where the conversation is going, and how to not block the conversation, but how to say the same thing in a positive reverse. So they'll answer one question, or I'll answer one question, or whatever, and then they have to answer the reverse of that to which I come up with. And that way I could see where this person was at mentally, and their speech got much, much better as time went on. In the beginning, couldn't really understand anything, and so I just held the energy I have within in a very high vibrational way that matched his very high vibrational way, and he just opened up. He calmed right down because I'm a big empath and I can feel other people, and I could feel that we were working together with our energies, and um, I know okay. So I just heard, not just heard, but like in the last couple months, heard a story about the ant people, and this is up in the Yukon, Northwest Territories, all that kind of good stuff, and the Gwich'in people, which is where a friend of mine, that's his origin, one of his origins, has this story about the ant people, which was whenever someone was born with Down syndrome, they would be sent to live off in an old village, their own village of just people with Down syndrome, so that they can govern themselves, they can understand each other, their movements really mean something, and they can connect on this super powerful vibration. And that one of the things that they did was open up a portal. So apparently, somewhere in the United States, not entirely sure where, but a friend of mine got out of an airport. He's from the Yukon. Got out of an airport, said town, and he heard indigenous people speaking his dialect of language. And in that mythology, the Gwich'in, like they're like a matched society. So creating that wormhole. So I really think people with Down syndrome are super amazing, and being able to feel it firsthand, feeling its greatness, I guess. It was quite an interesting experience.